So we are in
Helsinki,
where is Helsinki?
in Finland.
Finland.
We are doing a course of herbs.
Okay.
We are mixing two different courses because we are training some people that are already into herbs, so they know already. So we decide to make this course a little bit deeper, and we're gonna do like 2 levels, let's say, of difficulty of this course in 2 days. Usually during this course we don't have any models, but during these 2 days we have models.
Today we go to the salon.
Yeah, we need to set up a few things.
So we're gonna set up the salon for tomorrow, which is the training. We're gonna prepare all the treatments because some of our treatments are prepared 2 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours in advance.
Yeah.
So we're gonna prepare all of them tonight. So tomorrow they're ready to be on the hair of these models. And if the treatment is not prepared before, some of them won't work properly. So it's better to organize it now. So tomorrow we arrive at work and we have all the treatments ready for our clients.
Yeah.
So this is one of the treatments, and they have to be prepared beforehand. And you can see how liquid it is now. So we'll take a look at it tomorrow morning and see how the plants basically will absorb all the water, and this will become like a cream. And it's important that we follow the instructions, because if you don't prepare it beforehand, instead of hydrating, it's gonna dehydrate the hair, because it's gonna take the water from the hair instead of releasing it. Like already from when we prepared, now it's already like a cream. And if you touch it, it's like a gel. It's like very, very moisturized. Good morning. We are at the Phitofilos Academy today, and we are here to teach 9 hairdressers how to use the Phitofilos plants and flowers. So today and tomorrow it's gonna be treatments and colors. We have 8 models coming in, and today and tomorrow, and each of them will have different needs. So we're gonna use treatments on the legs. Some of them will have to remove the colors with the plants, which is also something unseen before. And then we are gonna evaluate each one of them, and the participants are gonna work on the models themselves. So it's very like on the field type of work, which is what we want, because that's where you get the real challenge. Because we have dolls with gray hair, but that's always standard, so we know what happens. On the client is different. So the consultation part, understanding the job that we need to do is very important. Can't wait to see them all and to train them all. Marco, what are you preparing?
I'm preparing the toner.
The toner.
The toner.
What does it do?
What does it do? A very special thing.
Yes.
This help to synthetic pigment to go away from the hair.
So basically,
Clean the hair from
if you have a color, normal color, this mixed with our Phitofilos cassia can remove the synthetic pigment by depending on how old is the pigment. So it removes the synthetic pigment by lifting the color 2-3 shades. So it's good when you want to change and you want to use the natural colors. You have to remove the synthetic first. My name is Gennaro. Gennaro, and I'm in London. I live in London. I have 4 salons in London, and as we said, we don't do just plants, but we do the plants not because it is fashionable, not because it's a trendy thing. The last 10 years probably it's been growing more and more and more, but I've been doing this for 20 years, and when I started, my salon was doing chemical and henna, just henna. And people who were doing henna had more beautiful hair. And I was like, okay, this is nice. I want to discover more of this. And that's how I got into the coloring. So for me, I do it because it's better, not because it's fashion.
20 years now, that when I was 17, now I'm 37. At the beginning, I just work with a few plants, like strong henna, like Iran henna, the classic henna, let's say, Lausonia henna, walnut, so the brownish one, let's say, and the neutral plants. So now we have cassia. Before I had like a neutral, like 7 plants together with tiglio.
Yeah, it was like emoliente. It was called emoliente.
Emoliente, we call that. Yeah, something to diluate the Lausonia. So very simple, very static, not double step, not dark colors. Now, but it was 20 years ago. Now we found new ways to color the hair with plants, and so I get passionate about. So first of all, who are using plants here?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Good, very good.
This is very good. So, so we will start with introduction of the company first. So you will understand a little bit the story of the journey that Phitofilos have done in the past 40 years. And then we're gonna take care about treatments this morning. We're gonna do theory, so we're gonna follow up because we have like a specific protocol to follow for the hair. So it's not just the client come in and you put the herbs on her. There is like a work that has been done before, okay?
Like you can see from yesterday,
we have been preparing the treatment of Phitofilos. Some of the treatments needs time to prepare before to apply on the hair. It's really tricky because plants can give vitamin, protein and everything on the hair, but if there's not enough hydration, what happens? You put the plants on the hair and they catch the water from the hair. So the risk is that if you don't hydrating the herbs enough, they're gonna make the hair of the client even worse than okay, and then what we expect. So we're gonna follow each herbs, each treatment, and what they are used for.
But
okay.
you at the end you will receive a file that says this one 2 hours before, this one 4 hours before.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Very clear.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are in collaboration with Phitofilos, which is the producer, the people who make the beautiful plants we are going to see today. Okay, so we introduce Phitofilos a little bit. I tell you how it started. They always focused on herbalistic, like plants, also for the skin, for the hair, everything. The henna and the indigo back to Italy. And it was adopted by like the top 2-3 hairdressers in Italy at the time. The people who were making the fashion. Thanks God, it's not anymore about the product, it's about our knowledge. If you have knowledge, then you can work with it, and you can't
make it like a color.
Yeah,
make
you can't
commercial.
You
okay,
can't make
like
it commercial.
A tube
like
with dark brown for everyone.
Yeah.
They tried to do that, but it wasn't success.
So the knowledge of amount of gray hair, the color of the skin, you will see also the undertone of the clients.
Even gray hair have a memory. Okay, so some gray hair catch the henna in a different way because we need to consider each client undertone to understand how much we want the color we want to achieve. It's not the same for everyone. That's why the consultation is so important.
I tell you what Phitofilos does for their products, and I think it makes me feel safe, very safe. They are IAB certified, which is the Italian version of the certification for bio products. This is another thing that Phitofilos does on their plants.
Yes.
It's control microbiology, amount of bacteria, amount of molds. So they check with the university if there is bacteria or molds. This is why these products are not called organic, because they go under a sterilization process that kills good and bad bacteria, because we want just the color out of it. We don't want to have some bacteria that can go into the bloodstream. That's why they prefer to sterilize everything with a process called gamma ray. It's important to have a product that is always the same. That's very important for us, because it's like one time it's like more strong, one time it's less strong. It's important that we have a safety. That's our job. Like, our job is to be safe with the clients, not experiment, and
as well,
because the client is paying. Like, we have a business, so we have to combine these two things.
You need to put tannins on the hair to allow the herbs to attach. Okay, and some hair needs we do on all the hair, so it lasts longer, the hair on the gray hair especially. Okay, so that's why we do the treatment before. That comprehends also treatment to remove destratification and depigmentation. Do you clean the hair sometimes to remove pigments? Because as you know, herbs are going through stratification. So more you put henna on the hair, more you have like darker shades. Okay, because henna and herbs are not working as colors, but they work on stratification. And sometimes clients need to clean the hair to have more vibrant color, because if you keep going with the same, you will have like different shades. Okay.
And the hair, actually, I have clients who did it in the house, and every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, she don't only do the gray hair, she also does this every time.
Yeah.
And her legs are dry; they're not anymore soft. That's because it overlaps. And
too much stratification. So for us, it's a service. So if you are doing herbs, you are my client. I do a cleansing once every 3-4 months. It's a service. So you need to clean your hair today, and then we go to apply the color again.
The difference is with the chemical color, you put behind the ear in a sensitive area, and then you have to wait 12 hours or 24 hours with the chemical color. With the plants, it's 4 hours. You have to simulate like a job in the shop. Like, clients maximum can stay with the plants 4 hours maximum, no? I never have a client more than 4 hours. We do the same for this. So 4 hours, then you rinse, and then wait 24 hours.
It's very important to prepare this before, because if you put on clients, the plants take the water from the hair. And in that case, it's very dangerous, because it can break the hair. But if you prepare on the moment,
you can't use it.
No, you don't get the same effect. You can make the hair drier, not like glossy, because this is a gloss
So
treatment.
yesterday was all water. You didn't see
This is
this.
all water, like watery. And today is like very thick. I add some water this morning, because I want to make it even more. Stratification, depigmentation. Destratification removes vegetal pigment, so henna or plants. Depigmentation removes synthetic one. And this doesn't match with your gray hair. So you see the gray hair every 2 weeks.
I have to do it like every
3
2
weeks.
weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Okay,
like with this
so the
stuff.
mission today will be
A bit like
second time, just here.
Okay.
Okay, let's see after the first time how does it look. We can go with that depigmentation. So we remove the quantity of the layering
Stratification.
or stratification, because she has dark and light, you see here. So we want to remove this gap at least a little bit.
Try to make it.
Try
a
to
little bit-
lift it without using bleach, just natural products, okay?
So this will be the first part.
Can we get also this a little bit more, this and this a little bit like?
Yes.
Yes,
You can put it
we do
everywhere.
all over.
Yeah.
But if you have a case where you like the lens, but you don't like this gap, you can also apply the detoner or the attivatori caldi just where you want the color to be lighter.
Yeah.
Okay, not for sure you need to do all over. So be careful, because gray hair is not the same all over the hair. You need to have the eyes to map a little bit the gray hair. For example, here she's much whiter. Here is more grayish. And on the back, it's more grayish. Yeah, so we have like yellow, but it's slightly greenish here. To obtain this color, it's not so easy because it's very down in terms of level. This is like a 7, this is a 8 or lighter. But what can we do? We can make, we can switch off this and reconstruct this color in a way that is matching with the hair natural base. It's challenging, but what I see here, the first thing, hair color, rinse out in a very cool shade. So this is it's been rinsed out, you see, and then you have a dark gap. You see, it's not red, it's more brownish. And let's see where we go. I'm expecting this to be lighter. Much lighter we obtain, better it will be. But as we have here light, then very dark, then light again, what will happen, I'll tell you already. This will be much lighter, this will be much lighter, he will be like so-so. So first step we do like all over. Second step, probably we do just the dark part. And I see from here, guys, the color here, it's lighter, then it's darker. Because probably she does the base and then she do all over, all the time. Yes. So we have layers of herbs. As we go by step, we can clean and then we see where we arrive, and from then we build our color. Yeah. Her color is not so far from what she have been done, but you still see from the mirror the gap, you see? The gap? But when the hair is down, you don't feel it, because it's very close to her color. So in this case, you can decide to do one shade dark. She needs more maybe on the top, where she's dark.
Yeah, know that they can.
For now, 50 under heat.
From the back. Just rinse, no shampoo. Put a little bit of conditioner and rinse that. A little bit, otherwise it's difficult to brush.
She doesn't have like just one color. She's almost white here, and here is more honey. So if we put purple all over, she will have the very light one, very cool, positive. So just make sure you put the right amount, okay? It's really important to understand that herbs doesn't make the color darker that much, okay? You can just switch off the reflex.
Make it more cold, so it also looks darker.
We want to be slightly light, like this, and maybe make the roots after we make a little bit more red, the roots. Yeah, warm up the roots and match with this. She perform an haircut right now, so she will remove a little bit and she'll do another step. But the difference is huge from before.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's more transparent the color. Now we're gonna do a second step because we want to remove even further, okay?
Yeah.
And then we think about to make the roots matching more with the length.
Yeah.
It's changed already a lot.
Yeah.
But as we are here, we want to experiment and do lighter, I think we can do another step. If you agree with me,
Yeah, you want to do that, yes.
because she has quite a lot of gray hair, so lighter it is, better it is for her.
She's hybrid, so she can do.
I think yes.
A little bit highlight.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very nice. It's just rolling and I like.
And you connect better
Yeah, bring this up.
like this.
Yeah.
I think we need to take off a little bit of this. This is
Yeah, it's
a
just
bit
the
heavy,
roots. Look, this
and make
works.
it like this. So this is beige. Is what you wanted.
This
We need-
combination,
We combination the gray hair and the beige is perfect.
and you take sections diagonal, like orange.
Yeah.
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 And
attivatori caldi tomorrow on this part.
the size of the section should never be
No.
bigger
The thing is,
than the diameter of the brush in any position. Here. So if you take a section like this, it's too big. So what's gonna happen? When you do it wavy, somewhere you are pulling, somewhere you are loose,
nothing red
so you don't give the right proportion. So you wanna take sections like this,
by nature.
the same size of the brush.
Volyymia vähän.
Bella questa, bella, voluminosa.
These are really good change.
Beautiful.
The other one is good, but the touch is
Wow, brava. And it's very even everywhere. So
Yeah.
You remember this end where yellow, ashy yellow, and now it's light brown.
how is it?
Nice. Are you happy?
Oh, looks even more like.
You were scared, a little bit. I saw from the picture you sent it. Was I thought, oh my God, she's already scared.
The day is finished. We have done all the models. Some of them will come back tomorrow because we did basically removal of the previous colors. Some of them had vegetable colors we removed, and some of them had chemical colors we removed. So tomorrow is the coloring part. 3 we colored today, and the results you will see them. They're beautiful. So we achieved a good result. What do you think about?
I think that everything went very well, but we need to adjust to the type of hair that are here because it's slightly different comparing to the hair that we find in other parts of the world. And this is
It's interesting
important,
because if I would use these blends on my clients in London, some of them would be green, like green.
very cool.
Instead, Finnish ladies have a lot of warm pigment,
So undertone,
the undertone, the
red undertone.
So even with a very cool shade, they came out perfect. If you try to do warmer, they come too warm. So it's like balancing it is different here, but now we know. I want to understand if home remedies work better than this, or this has worked better in your opinion.
I think this is the best I've ever seen.
Okay, that's good. That's very good. The darker you are, the more red pigment you have. The lighter, the more yellow. And in between is orange. You put the blend on a client, cappuccino or legno, and 10 minutes is not gonna make a huge difference. When you work with pure henna or pure indigo, it will make a big difference. Usually our second step is always double than the first step. How long to keep the first step? That's the question here, because you need to check, and when you have the right color, you wash it.
If you don't start,
Yeah.
you finish at 8 years old with a black color. We need to start a certain point, and we are, I think, the right person who can suggest the client to start to take care about her real nature, because black is not anymore hernia. They think, but I was 6 years ago, I burned.
I was dark.
If I put henna lasagna on hair or henna lasagna on hair, she's gonna be orange, she's gonna be red. You understand?
So thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And we're gonna give you some certificates. So we start with Mona. This is for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Mona.
Then we have Suzanne.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You did a very good job.
And so it was really, really good to see all this. Being very participant, really nice atmosphere. I really enjoy all this.
I appreciate how you work together. You are very strong professionals, and still you are humble,
Thank you.
and you are warm, and I already love you. I mean, in a good way.
Thank you.
I think all of us have learned a lot, and I can see that people are smiling, and I feel that we had really good energy, and really want to thank you all for coming.
Thank you. Bravi.
So we arrived at the end of these 2 days of Phitofilos course, and we have to say at the end we were really happy about this full experience. We have dealt with the models, so usually we work on dolls, and the fact that we work with different kind of person, it was really challenging, but as well it was really helpful to let understand all the details behind herbs.
Yeah, we have like the undertone of the clients, because today we went through the more complicated part of understanding the hair with the undertone, if it's cold, if it's warm, and we understood that in this area of the world, the yellow is the enemy. In Italy, it's the orange red. They don't want to see orange. Here, they don't want to see yellow. So you have to adjust your way of thinking to where you are and with who you're working. And doing the models was much better than doing the dolls, because they are people. They have the same challenges they would find in the salon. So I think it was challenging for us, but also we learned a lot. Plus, we had people that work with the plants for the last 10 years, some of them 20 years. So I was coming here saying, oh, I'm going to learn from them. But actually, we found things that they didn't know. We told them things that they didn't know. They told us some things that we didn't know. So I think it was a very good experience all together.
And overall, the situation at the beginning was a bit cold, because people here don't share that many emotion at the beginning, but after a while, we finally warm up the situation.
Yes, we transferred
so
some
everybody
Italy.
were happy and smiling and hugging us. So see these changes in terms of a group of team working, for me is like very important.
Yeah, it shows how important making a group is.
So I'm really happy, and I hope to see you next time. And
Thank you, Finland.
thank you, Finland.